Now, because we're on lockdown, I know you guys used to do like a European tour early in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, well, I mean, it differs. I've pretty much been there for every season that they're, been there once for the summer, been there once for the winter, been there for the fall, been there for the spring. So it really depends on the schedule of whatever we're releasing. Like we were planning to go back this spring, but that got changed. And then we were like, all right, well, maybe we'll do it in the winter. But then we're like, no, it's better to do it in, at certain times. So it differs. We don't just do it at this time every year. It really has a lot of relativity to it. So.
Right. So now, because we're in COVID lockdown, the whole world, I mean, when do you think you guys, well, this is a weird question because you probably don't know. So do you guys have a tour schedule, or you pushed it back to like June, or I mean,
we did push the latest scheduled trip to Europe back, and that's still questionable, because of the virus and everything. But also because of the virus, we've been doing a lot of like online festivals that were international. We linked up with this festival in Peru that put us on, and through that we found a whole bunch of links, and now we're organizing, touring down to South America, so since South and Central America. So I mean, there's some good that came out of it,
Right. Now you guys get paid for that too?
For the virtual concerts, no. But we did make a lot of connections that will hopefully fruit for us later on.
Well, I mean, I don't know about live streaming yet. I'm looking into it. I'm playing around with it. I want to do it right. But I was looking at one of your videos on your YouTube channel, and I saw you guys it was about a month ago, you guys did like a whole song virtually. Everyone had their own instruments and everything.
Yeah.
How did you put that all together? Was it like doing some syncing and post? I mean, how did that work?
Pretty much that was it. Each of us recorded our own parts. Sometimes it was to a click track. Sometimes it was just to the drummer. In one case, we took the drums from the original album recording, and then everybody did their part on it, and then the drummer just played along with it. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did. I wanted to do something like you just described, where we're live streaming and maybe we're doing a concert where, with the social distancing and that kind of thing. But it's just really hard to get that together. And again, everybody's dealing with personal issues as well. Like one of the members in the band just had a baby. Another one's got a baby on the way.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 3 of us in Richmond. There's like 4 of us here in DC. I mean, it's really hard to organize, especially with all of the new protocols that we got to follow. So we figured that was the easiest way to do it. And, almost every artist I know out there is doing that kind of thing now. I mean, they got whole orchestras doing it the same way now,
Yeah. I mean, people are getting really good. I mean, when it first started out, people were just like, using their webcam, it'd be a DJ in front of 2 turntables. And I'm like, oh, well, you got to have like a cooler screen or a cooler background, or, something has to be interesting in the background. But again, like I said, I am taking a look at it. So do you think that, so you guys did this and you did it separately, and then some videographer sort of put it together in post. So again, track, drummer, and then you released it. So it wasn't like a Zoom call with like 4 or 5 different.
No. I've seen people do that. I'm still puzzled at how they do it without the lag time. Right. And, I don't know how they do it, but apparently there's some software out there that will allow you to do it. And I guess you have to have a fast enough internet connection and wide enough, bandwidth to get it done. But
everyone on the call has to have like great
exactly.
Right? Wow.
Yeah, in our case, basically everybody recorded their own parts through their own separate DAWs and videotaped it while they were doing it with their iPhones or whatever, cell phone they have, and just sent in all the pieces. And Reed, our bass player, he does video for a living, so he basically put everything together. And
it was tight, man. I was like, wow, okay.
yeah,
So
I mean, it worked out.